Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interestinglife.com and you're joining me as we set out on a nice super duper downhill section of road. This is all on the sort of outskirts of Oswestry near to the Welsh border in Shropshire, and I absolutely love this stretch of road. Now if you've watched my videos before then you'll hear me talk a lot about all of the roads that I've travelled down an awful lot over my previous few years of existence. And these are the sort of less travelled roads, but these are some of my favourite roads. The reason that these are the less well-travelled roads is, as some of you may have guessed, to have this much great fun downhill riding and the views down on the left side of the screen into the valley in the distance in general, you have also got to start out by doing an awful lot of uphill to begin with. So this is the route that I've taken many times going out to my friends' houses, but only if I'm not in a rush and if I've got all of the time in the world, and especially as long as you can guarantee it's not going to rain, because the last thing you want to be doing is hurtling down roads like this in the wet. This is the tiny village of Salatin that we're about to pass through, and it literally is, well, just these few houses along one main road that goes from the Western Rin sort of Chirk area out to even more lovely proper hilly rural Wales at Glyngkiriog. We're about to go down the last stretch of the really super quick, proper nice fast downhill section here, just as we get out of Glyngkiriog itself, which as you're seeing right now doesn't take very long at all. Just have these last two, well, this particular corner really tight, practically a right angle, like something out of some sort of touring car race. And I absolutely love just this stretch now. It's like the quick couple of pedals there just to shoot us off down, and then this gets really steep as you're seeing from the speed that we're starting to pick up. But one of the things I will note and confess here is I'm not riding the bike as an actual fixie at this point. You can imagine that heading down roads like this at this sort of speed is not the scenario that you particularly want your pedals to never ever stop moving on. So I thought, let's get the back brake on first of all, so I've got a little bit more security and sense to that very wide there. You even saw me lean slightly away from that terrible, very foreboding looking ditch and mud at the side of the road. But yeah, basically I added the back brake back to the bike to give me that extra bit of safety, and also obviously thought there's no way that I'm going to be riding down here and not being able to take my, well, I would have to take my feet off the pedals for the entire trip practically. As we find ourselves in Western Rin and not too far away from the boat, I will wrap things up and say thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for loads more biking and kayaking and life on a boat. Feel free to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter and like the Facebook page for loads of photos of scenery and updates from life afloat. And please do consider checking out my books available for the Kindle. Search Amazon for The Narrowboat Lad or find links to everything mentioned in the description below. Until the next time, keep it bike worthy, keep it boat worthy, and farewell.